Hello, and welcome to this training video on setting up and performing a DME test using the AVX-10K flight line test set from Viavi Solutions. With the DME application, the AVX test set is emulating a DME ground station, listening for DME pulses and then echoing them back, based on the user-defined settings. In this video, we will be discussing the settings and procedures for DME testing, and then, we will review saving test generator data and viewing the results. After turning on your test set, open the navigation ribbon and select the DME application. Before we start our testing, let's go over the unique test setup parameters. The common test setup parameters, like test method, gain and loss settings, and coupler loss, have all been covered in our video titled Standard System Settings and General Preferences. The unique settings include frequency entry type, which can be set to either preset or manual. In preset mode, the paired frequency settings will cycle through three values: channel 17X, channel 17Y, and channel 126Y. In manual mode, the user defines the frequencies or the channels. Identification code is a 3-character sequence that is used when Morse code identification is enabled. Squitters should normally be in the on condition. However, if your testing requires only the reply pulse pair and no fill-in squitters, for example, if you are testing the DME's ability to utilize automatic gain control and to discriminate between single pulses and reply pulse pairs, then place the squitter setting in the off condition. Maximum range can be set from 0 to 450 nautical miles and determines the maximum setting for the range value on the main page, which we will look at next. Once you have completed the setup parameters, the next step is to create your radiometric and flight parameters. All of the fields with a blue background are editable. The quickest test method is to use one of the preset frequencies and tune the unit under test to that frequency or channel. You can set your range, range rate, range direction, as well as percent replies, echo and identification mode. Identification mode cycles between off, Morse, and tone. You can adjust your RF level as well. This can help in determining the sensitivity level of the unit under test. Now that everything is set up, press the Run key to start the scenario. If correlated data is being received, the values below the line will be displayed with a green background. You can monitor PRF to see if the DME under test is in search mode or locked onto the signal. For most DME units, the PRF value should drop when the DME equipment locks onto the signal. While running the test, you can adjust the RF level parameter to help determine DME sensitivity level. Once satisfied that the DME unit under test is operational, press Stop to complete the test. Here is an example of the DME test in progress. This simulated display has been sped up 500% for faster viewing. Here we are demonstrating the range displayed on the DME under test closely matches the simulated range being output by the AVX-10K. If desired, you can save the DME settings by clicking the Save Data button. Files can be synced to StrataSync and can be viewed locally by swiping down on the system tray at the top and clicking on View Reports. Select the DME report to view. The information saved here is the data used to generate the echoed signal along with the measured parametrics from the unit under test. The experts at Viavi Solutions are ready to answer your questions about using the AVX-10K. Send your questions or comments to americas.service@viavisolutions.com or call 1-800-835-2350.